You to come along,
Victoria,
please,
I'm
please
surprised
come.
you would even consider something like that. Hasn't the boy suffered enough trauma? We're trying to build a home for him. The only place we can do that is right here.
Well, are you saying you're not going to let us go?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Wait a minute, hold on here. I think you forgot who you married, because I'm Victoria Hudson and nobody tells me what to do.
I was under the impression that you were Victoria Harrison and that we made decisions together.
No, I don't think so. I think you thought you could filibuster and legislate
Well,
my
that's
every
not
move.
what
And let
I'm
me
doing
tell you
at all.
something. I will veto that right here and right now.
Mrs. Carson will be questioned as a hostile witness.
Her husband is dead. Whose side is she on?
She's a long-term friend of the defendant. She wouldn't cooperate with the prosecution.
This should be interesting. Proceed.
State your name.
What happened between you and Christy in the ladies' room?
I wanted to rip her face off, but I tried to get through to her. And I thought I saw a glimmer of regret. Maybe she'll have a change of heart.
Don't hold your breath.
Francis and I have been best friends since I can remember.
How would you characterize her relationship with your husband? Were they close?
Yes, very.
To your knowledge, did they ever discuss suicide or euthanasia?
I'm glad you asked that question. I have some new evidence.
Oh, great. What's she up to now?
Well, they light a fire. I want you to get a chill.
Well, so much for the first picnic of the season, right?
Oh, well, we'll have a picnic right here. Put the blanket out in front of the fireplace, and it'll be nice and cozy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Let me go and check on him.
Do you mind if I turn on the radio? I thought there might be some news about Frankie's trial.
Well, I doubt there will be. The judge put a ban on all reporters as well as Frankie's friends.
Well, just hope it's all over soon.
Mrs. Carson, the question was, to your knowledge, did your husband discuss suicide, assisted or unassisted, with the defendant?
It all became clear last night.
And what happened last night?
I had a dream.
Oh, Your Honor, if we're allowing dreams to be entered into evidence, I'm dreaming of a mistrial.
Very amusing, Counselor. Mrs. Carson, I'm afraid that Mr. Winthrop is right. This is highly irregular.
Yes, I know, Your Honor, but would you let me explain, please? Do you know how sometimes you have a dream and it brings back a long-lost memory? That's what happened to me last night.
So when you woke, you remembered something, not just a dream, but something that actually happened?
Yes, something about my husband and why he's gone.
The jury may hear testimony. I'll decide later if it's inadmissible, which means this better be good.
Thank you. In my dream, I remembered something that Douglas had told me a few days before he passed away. He told me that his illness was becoming unbearable. He was in a lot of pain, and he was afraid of slipping into a coma and being kept alive on life support.
But isn't it true that your husband signed a living will, explicitly stating that no extreme measures should be taken to prolong his suffering?
Yes, but Douglas knew that I would never be able to accept the terms of a living will, that I could never take any part in ending my husband's life.
But didn't he ask Miss Frame to help you if ever you were made to make that painful decision?
Yes, but that's not the point.
It's precisely the point. Mr. Carson and Miss Frame discussed the exact circumstances surrounding his death, didn't they?
Objection. Counsel is leading the witness.
Sustained. Let her proceed with her memory.
Thank you. In my dream, I remember that Douglas told me that he was planning to commit suicide, that he was finally going to take things into his own hands while he was still able to. He had made all the arrangements, and he hadn't told anyone, not even Mary Frances. So you see, this proves that Mary Frances is innocent.
Or it proves that you'd perjure yourself to help your friend.
To decide between two men she really loved, it was the hardest choice of her life, until now.
My pregnancy test was positive. Is the father someone other than your husband? I don't know. You want to end the pregnancy.
Desperate decision this week on Days of Our Lives, NBC Daytime. It's getting good.
Until your dream changed your testimony, didn't you believe Ms. Frame helped your husband commit suicide?
The witness will answer the question.
In the beginning, I thought that maybe it was possible that Mary Frances had helped Douglas, but then I realized that there was no way that she could have
Shall I
taken
read into
his
evidence
life.
the statement you made to police?
It doesn't matter what I said to the police.
Because of your dream.
Yes.
But dreams aren't reality, are they, Mrs. Carson?
Well, sometimes they help you remember.
Oh, and sometimes they are only wishes. highly imaginative, emotional, 11th hour attempts to save your friend.
Oh, objection.
Sustained. You may question the witness, Mr. Anderson. Hold off the sermon until your summation.
I think the court deserves to know whether this dream actually happened or is a total fabrication. May I remind the witness that the penalty for perjury is up to 7 years? Your Honor, perhaps we should give the witness a brief recess to jog her memory.
Mrs. Carson, would you like some time before you answer?
Yes, please.
We'll take a half-hour recess.
What a performance.
I wonder what she's going to do for an encore.
Any news about Frankie?
No, not a word. You were right. So, Gregory asleep?
Yeah. Picnics always tucker him out.
I know the feeling.
You seem nice and dry.
Yeah. Fire worked wonders.
They always do.
Is that your wife?
Yes.
She was beautiful.
Well, I guess you didn't notice the family photos the first time you were here, huh?
Oh. The morning after the hospital Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you had to remind me.
I recall telling you not to take life so seriously. What happened? You decided not to take my advice?
Well, I let you drag me to an underwater picnic.
No. The rain was your idea.
What?
Sure.
I wish Ryan would get here.
He'll get word to us somehow, if he finds the evidence we need.
If?
Oh, come on, don't you dare give up hope. Hey, I'm wearing your crystal for luck, remember?
Yeah. You hang on to that. Even though it hasn't done us much good so far.
I believe in you, Frankie. And I'm going to get the jury to believe in you, too. I promise you.
Kevin is all set to tear apart Christie's dream testimony, isn't he?
Hell, any first-year law student would make mincemeat of that dream testimony.
She really didn't think anyone would buy that baloney, did she?
Oh, no. This was a clever double thrust. All very calculated to make it look like she's trying to protect her best friend, who needs protection because she's actually guilty.
Oh, and make the best friend's fiancé fall in love with her out of sheer gratitude. So you two can be happy when I move to the big house, gotcha?
Yeah, in her dreams.
Cass, what if Christie has covered her tracks so well we'll never be able to prove she killed Douglas?
Hello? Your Honor, I had a dream.
Christie, you are so good.
Where do you see Act 2, Mary Frances?
Hey.
Listen, do you think the jury believed what I said?
I doubt it.
That's what I was afraid of.
Christie, did you really have that dream?
Mary Frances, I have lots of dreams. I thought that's what you wanted.
All I wanted was for you to tell the truth.
God, she's really upset.
She has a right to be a little on edge, don't you think?
You understand what I'm trying to do, don't you?
Of course I understand, and I really appreciate it. I know how awful this is for you.
Look, maybe we can get the judge to adjourn the trial until tomorrow, and you can come over and help me with my testimony tonight.
Oh, I can't tonight, Christy. I'm sorry.
I really think we need some time alone, Cass.
So do I. We'll talk about it, okay? I gotta get back to work.
What did she say?
She never stops. She never lets up. She wants to spend some time alone with me now. You put me in a room alone with her, and she's a dead woman.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I I don't want to cross-examine her. I want to tear her to pieces.
All right, guys, just take it easy.
I'll be fine. I'll be all right.
I have complete faith in you.
Just tell me you got us a lead.
I brought the photo down to Bay City Pesticides, showed it around.
Well, did they
she buy the
recognize
red
her?
pestilence?
The manager did not remember.
Oh, great.
He went through all of his receipts, sales in February of red passionata-based pesticides, and all of the sales were made to known farmers, except for one.
Does he remember if that one was to a woman?
No, all he remembers is a name, Serenity Farm.
Oh, where they send you to eternal serenity.
Yeah, well, the guy's been in the business 30 years, and he says he can't remember it.
Well, it has to be Christie.
Well, unfortunately, we can't prove that because the bill was paid in cash.
Oh, of course.
It's okay. Keep it up. You'll turn up something.
Listen, I'll keep working on it. Frankie, good luck.
Thank you, baby.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Christy.
Oh, Ryan's still investigating?
No. He just stopped by to give Frankie his support.
He's a real friend.
That's so sweet.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, this is Mary Frances's term paper for her ethics class.
Could you read the title page for the record?
The Right to Die. The Ethics of Euthanasia in Contemporary Society by Mary Frances Frame.
Your Honor, we ask that this be placed into evidence as State's Exhibit B.
So ruled.
Have you seen this before?
Yes.
When?
The police found it among Douglas's papers after he died.
The defendant gave your husband a copy to read.
Yes.
Then obviously they did discuss euthanasia.
Douglas was helping Mary Frances with her term
Have you
paper.
read it, Mrs. Carson?
No, I couldn't.
Are you aware that Ms. Frame argues for the legal right to die?
I'm aware that Mary Frances has strong opinions about this, but that doesn't indicate
On the
that she
day
helped
of his
my
death, you
husband
and
to
your
die.
husband had a fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What was it about?
It was about the fact that I didn't want him to give up. That it seemed that he wasn't fighting for his life anymore. He was starting to refuse treatment. And it upset me because it looked as if he didn't want to live anymore.
And when you left, whom did he call?
Mary Frances.
And she served him tea?
I guess so.
And not long after, he lost consciousness.
Mr. Anderson, Mary Frances is the one that called 911.
When it was too late.
Objection! My client did everything she possibly could to save Professor Carson's life.
Calm yourself, Mr. Winthrop. The objection is sustained.
Mrs. Carson, about your dream. In light of the evidence, and keeping in mind the penalty for perjury, do you still believe that your dream was an actual memory?
Your Honor, the defense concedes the dream has no relevance whatsoever.
I would like to hear her answer.
I'll answer the question. I need to tell the truth.
Parker, this is Senator Harrison. Oh, she's fine, thanks very much. Parker, my brother is looking for a high-powered position in law enforcement. I wonder if you'd keep your ear to the ground. Yes. Yes, preferably something outside Bay City. Oh, and Parker, best not let Ryan know that I pulled strings for him. Good. Good, the sooner the better.
You don't have to answer right away.
Great. You want to get closer, and I'm going to Des Moines.
Well, we can wait until you get back. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, you know.
And you want to be totally open, even about Vicky.
Yeah. I can't make any promises, and if you are willing to put up with me, are you interested?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Does that mean we can, you know, date when you get back? Again? Is there a problem?
I know, as well as I know my own name, that I'm going to regret this.
was your name again?
I can't remember. Last night, my dreams seemed very real, but in my heart, I really can't say if it truly happened or not.
And you told us about your dream to help save your friend.
Do I have to answer that? Yes. Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
I'm not ready. I'm going after her.
Can't do this right now. You're too upset.
Your Honor, I reserve the right to recall the witness at a later time.
Without objection. You may step down, Mrs. Carson.
Thank you.
Mr. Anderson, please call your next witness.
The state calls Andrew Yeoman of Medical Emergency Services.
The guy was in bad shape when we arrived. We did everything we could. Oxygen, CPR, but it was too late.
Did you see or hear anything unusual that day?
When we were leaving, the victim, Mr. Carson, removed the oxygen mask and whispered something to the defendant.
Do you remember his words exactly?
Yeah, he said, "Thank you, you're the only one who understood."
You're the only one who understood. No further questions. Your witness.
When you overheard Professor Carson, naturally you had no way of knowing what he was referring to, right?
That's true.
Would you please describe to the court Ms. Frame's emotional state at that time? Was she visibly upset?
Yeah.
Since she called 911 and did everything she possibly could to help you do your job, can you honestly say that she was behaving like she just helped the man commit suicide?
No, I guess not.
Thank you. No more questions.
We will adjourn for 24 hours, at which time the prosecution will continue its case.
All rise.
Look, I'm really sorry about that testimony. But can we get together tonight? I really want to be with you.
Christy, I just can't tonight. I'll call you, though, if I get a chance, okay?
Not your best day in court, eh?
No, but not my worst either. We're never gonna have any defense at all, though, if we can't get the information on her that we need.
Where do we start?
New York City. I'm going tonight. I gotta find out about her hospitalization. Maybe if I can track down those actors whose names appeared in those playbills you swiped.
That is a great idea. I'm going with you.
You can't do that. You'd be jumping bail.
Christy broke all the rules when she set me up. Maybe it's time I broke a few of my own.
You can't take that risk.
Fine. You don't have to know about it. I'll take a different flight.
In other words, I can't stop you.
Not unless you tie me down. And I wouldn't try.
Okay, we'll go together. Let's just pray that we don't get caught.
Miss Frame!
Oh, come on,